Morning folks, Clarkson Commercials here in Glasgow once again. Now it's nice when we get something a bit unusual or a bit unique to tell you about. We do get quite enthusiastic about it, and this is certainly one such van. This one is a 2005, a late 2005 on the 55 plate Sprinter 311 long wheelbase van. Now the Sprinter buyer, they're a very discerning bunch of people. They know the product, they're convinced of the reliability, and there's no doubt about that. And there's lots to tell you about this van. It's travelled 116,000 miles. The condition of it, I think it's fair to say, is absolutely unequalled. The condition is unparalleled on a 2005 Sprinter van. In the next couple of minutes I'll tell you why it is such a clean van. The day this vehicle trundled off the forecourt of the Mercedes dealer in 2005, in December 2005, it had the same driver every day up until last week. It's a one owner, one driver vehicle. It's the one driver from New who's a self-employed joiner who quite clearly looked after his vehicle to the highest regard, and really it is most unusual to, number one, get a Sprinter in this condition, and number two, have a one driver vehicle all its life. And that, I always say that a one driver van is a completely different vehicle in later life from a multi-driver van, and this one sums that comment up perfectly. It's got the step on the back, got the tow bar on the back there, it's got a full service history, and it really does tick every box for us, and it's unique for many good reasons. And we've got another couple of minutes to go here in the video, and I'll just show you all around the van and all that I can. And once again, that is the beauty of these video clips. You can get a very good in-depth tour or in-depth feel for each and every individual van, and I don't think there's any better way to showcase such a unique van as to, in this case, to give you a very good in-depth video. Right, coming round to the cabin, same story in here. There's your driver's seat, as close to brand new as you can get. No loose stitching, no burns, holes, stains, tears at all, and it's the same across there on the passenger seat. If you know your Sprinters, which most of you will, you'll be familiar with that layout there. Very Germanic, very easy to understand. Radio, ventilation controls, and your other storage areas across there. 5-speed gearbox, can holder down here, and once again it's the condition that really does set it apart. Slight wear on the floor of the driver's heel, but come on, the van's a few years old now. The green thing is our file in the vehicle and the paperwork, and I'll just talk you through that in a second. Here we are round at the business end now. It's got the original ply on the floor. There is no ply throughout for that matter, but it's got that dark heavy duty Sprinter flooring that is on it when the van's new. Ply bulkhead and ply along either side, and yes, there is some scoring on the ply, but I think for the age of the vehicle, again, it just demonstrates the originality of it, and just what a nice machine it is. The bulkhead could be removed if you didn't want it, but to be honest I don't know why you would remove it, but that's up to you once you've paid your money. There we go, there's a view coming down the other way now as well. Your side step there at the side loading door, and if I can walk backwards and hopefully don't fall out the back of the van and break my ankle. Right, you've been in here already, but we'll just show you it from the passenger side, along the double seat there, across and over onto the driver's seat, down onto the floor area, and hopefully you can see that there, around onto the inner door panel, and I'll give you one quick up and over in the headcloth. and a quick close-up of the dash area. Right, on such a unique van, for us it's also important to have the paperwork to back it up. You can have the nicest van in the world with little or no paperwork, it loses a lot of its sheen, if you will, but we've got the perfect paperwork trail behind the vehicle here. We've got all the MOTs, we've got the old logbook, they're now defunct, we've got the later red one, which is the legal requirement, and the service history in the van, which is probably the most important part. Serviced at 27,000, over this page at 48, this page at 73, this page here at 89, and this page here at 100,000 and 16, and today, sorry, 100,617, and today it's got 116,000 on it. We've got the spare keys as well. We've got the main key, we've got the spare key, sorry, out of focus with the camera, we've got the 2 spare keys with it there as well. And the handbook pack that was issued when the vehicle's new, that's still there as well with all the correct documentation in it. So really, I always use the phrase a cast iron paper trail, but it really is. There's nothing to doubt, there's no grey areas, there's no ifs, buts and maybes. It's all there, you can't argue with it, and in a van of this kind of standard, that's vital for us. On the logbook, it's technically shown a 2-owner vehicle, but the private name here and a company name here, but this chap here was the director of that company, so all he's done is change the vehicle from the company name into his own name. So technically he is the director of that company. He's an individual tradesman, and he has ran the vehicle, as I said earlier, from the day it left the Mercedes forecourt when new. Right, so I'll round up in the next couple of minutes. At the risk of rambling on too much, I'll just give you one more quick thorough round of the van. Once again, it's a December 2005 on the 55 plate 311 CDI long wheelbase Sprinter. So, a wee bit about us. This is our 36th year in business. We are still an independent family company and proud to remain so. We were here long before these sprawling, faceless, multinational dealerships were around. We're proud to remain an independent, and we do have a very fine eye for detail. Many of the large dealerships will tell you that, but I don't care if you're sitting with 20,000 vans in stock or 20,000 vehicles in stock, you cannot have the eye for detail that we do here. So there we go, a very, very unique van. You're welcome to come in, have a test drive, take your time. We do not do the heavy sell, by the way, and people will respect us for that. We're open 7 days, weekends till noon. My name's Barry. As per company policy, I'll just say the usual line that I do on every van: everything that we sell is second hand. Everything that we sell has had a first life before it comes to us and may have marks and imperfections commensurate with age, mileage and use. Come to Clarkson Commercials, where the vans are great and the kettle is always on.